Okay, I'm back. Woo. I put on my tennis shoes. I got fitted to all the machines that I'm going to be working on. And I am ready. Well, I'm ready to get this weight loss journey on. Drinking some tea. I haven't eaten anything yet. I'm going to have some oatmeal, overnight oats, when I get in the car. But I'm drinking my tea. So, let's see where this journey takes me. I've done this before. I got down, like I said, to a 4. The goal this time is no lower than an 8 or 10 or 8. So, no bodybuilder goals for me. I don't know. I might change my mind down the line, but I still want to look sexy, you know. I don't want to look too muscular. All right.
So you got Sheet Staple, founder.
Oh, yay. Yes. Oh, I have a, let me ask you this.
Mm-hmm.
What is your take on, like, waist trainers?
On waist trainers?
Yeah.
I mean, truth be told, I don't really have too much knowledge in that world to really have, I think, a substantial opinion, at least to give professionally anyway.
Right.
I'm always open to hearing new techniques and, you know, science has always been science, but they're new discoveries in science.
You're right.
So, I honestly, professionally, I really don't have an opinion one way or the other on them. I can see that being a very valid and credible approach, but I'm always a little, just by design, it's how I am personally.
Right.
I play devil's advocate in almost every scenario.
Yeah.
Just so I can kind of see as many sides to something as I possibly can.
Right.
So, while I don't see at this point really any flaws with it, I will acknowledge that I think it's a little too unknown before there's like a real substantial take on it. So if that's something that you find interesting and you want to explore, I'm all for it.
I'm looking up videos and learning about it, because initially my take was like, I don't see how that can work. But, okay, so the idea behind it is that you wear it for 30 days. You start off 1 to 2 hours a day until your body gets used to wearing it, and then you try to go up to 8 hours a day. And for a full 30 days, supposedly you're supposed to see a difference. But I haven't gone that long to see, if that works. But initially my mind is like, I don't think that's, gonna work. It's like you're just getting sucked in. But I think posture wise, it does help, make you sit upright, or instead of like normally if you don't have something holding you in, you may be slouching or something like that. But
correct. And I do also think there's a psychological factor that comes into play with it, to where like, let's say you're you have it on while you're eating, right? Chances are you're probably not going to eat as much because you're already feeling pretty tight and full, right?
Yeah.
So I think it's meant to kind of condition you to also psychologically know your dietary limit you dietary wise.
Right.
Not necessarily what your limitations are, but for what you would perceive to be your limitations are, because it's going to be a little bit more of a constricting form for you.
Okay.
So I see it working. I could also see it being taken to an extreme though, which is what I want to see happen.
Yeah, 8 hours a day for 30 days, and some people do it even past that. I'm like, I don't know.
I'm just personally and I guess professionally a little skeptical on it. Now, having said that, I'm not educated enough to really give you a substantial opinion.
Yeah, right.
So I don't want you to.
They have them for men too.
Do they really?
Yes.
I don't doubt it. Because then you started, what are they called? Spanx, right?
Yeah,
Spanx have always been around as far as I'm concerned. They were mostly, when I was growing up, geared more towards women.
Yeah.
But they've definitely made men.
Oh my God.
Spanx.
Yes.
So,
I was listening to 98.5, I think. I can't remember the station. In the morning they have like this forgive and forget thing or something. So this guy took this girl out on a date, and they were gonna go the next level all the way. And she was like, okay, well, let's go, whatever. He was like, no, I think I'm gonna end the date. And she thought it was something wrong with her. Come to find out, it was him. He had on his Spanx. He didn't want to take them off. He didn't know how to get them off without, you know what I'm saying? It was embarrassed about it. Yeah. And she was like, oh, I wear Spanx too.
I think men are, they're easing into the comfortability aspect.
Yeah.
As far as being, not that there's any shame with wearing them, but
yeah,
I can see where men might be still of the insecure type, where it's like, I don't want someone to know that I'm doing this.
Yeah, exactly. So right now I have a waist trainer on. I guess I can do the waist thing with it on, and then maybe take it off and see if there's a difference. I don't know,
Sure, if you want. Now I'm gonna need your help on this because it's just kind of man-woman sort of. I don't want to be inappropriate by any means.
Oh, okay, sure, yeah.
All right, so what I'm gonna ask for you to do is take that and hold it straight up against your belly button. Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna wrap this around you. I apologize.
Okay.
All right. So you can remove your finger and place it in. Okay, so I'm looking at about 45 3/4 inches. Okay.
I don't know how much of a difference it will be.
No worries. You can try it out.
All right.
Once again, I will ask you to please hold that right there in the center. All right. Again, I apologize. All right. All right. So now I'm looking at about 47.
Okay.
Okay. So there's a difference. Yeah.
47. Okay.
All right. So that's where we're at with the waist size. Now, I personally, with that off the top of my head, don't know what size waist incorporates a size 8 to a size 10. Obviously, I can look that up.
Yeah.
I think we can get into that next time we meet.
Okay.
But yeah, you're on the right track. There's no question about it. I would continue what you're doing for right now.
Mm-hmm.
If you feel the opportunity or the inclination to step it up a little bit, you know your body better than I do. So I encourage you to give it a shot. I just can't stress enough, listen to your body. If you find yourself getting fatigued is good. That's what you're going for, right?
Right.
I don't want you to hurt or ache while you're doing any exercise. So if you find yourself hurting or aching for anything, please just stop it.
Okay. So you say getting fatigue is good. So after the workout, though, when I'm done, should I be more energized, or should I be like, oh, I'm exhausted, I want to go to sleep?
No, not so much that. And honestly, it's different depending on the person, because you can kind of condition yourself to react however you want to it. I mean, there's some people who work out later at night and then they go to sleep like that. There's some people who work out early on the day, and that's what jump starts their day. Okay. Generally, with cardio, you're going to get energized. So if it's a straight up cardio day, you're going to get fatigued, you're going to get tired, but it's going to be an energetic fatigue, if that makes any sense. It's not necessarily going to be a fatigue where it's like, I just want to go to sleep. It's going to be, wow, I'm worn out. And that's at that point, you just replenish your body with fluids and nutrients to where it's going to feel like it's at baseline. So really, fatigue is just being, just feeling exhausted coming out of the workout, not necessarily sleep.
Okay. And another thing, when you're doing, some people I noticed they do like a day for legs, a day for, arms. Do you suggest do it like that or mix it up, or?
Good question. So it depends on basically your schedule and how often you're wanting to work out. Rule of thumb, give whatever muscle group you can exercise 2 to 3 days of rest, because oftentimes people will get a little sore the next day, and most people would think that's when the soreness really kicks in. It's actually day 2 and sometimes even day 3 when it starts to really come in. So I usually tell people give your body at least 48 hours. If 48 hours passes and you can still be sore, but if you're really so sore that it hurts to just move or whatever, I would not suggest working those muscles out. So having said that, let's say you're only coming in once, maybe twice a week, and it's you come in Monday and then you come in Friday, you can work out everything both times you come in.
Right.
Let's say you're only coming in twice a week and it's a Monday and a Tuesday, I would suggest working out, upper body and then lower body.
Okay.
There's no right or wrong necessarily, but general rule of thumb is whatever muscle group you've worked out, give it about 2 or 3 days of rest before you exercise it again.
Okay.
All right. Now, stretching is still very important in between those 2 or 3 days as well, because that will also prevent the muscles from tightening up and what they really need to.
Okay.
So a lot of people think that stretching is really just to be done before and or after a workout, which it is. I don't want people to. Stretching is very underrated. I'm trying to be better about it myself. I'm a walking work in progress for sure with it. But on those off days that you're not exercising, just try to find ways to incorporate just a little
like
bit of
a
stretching.
yoga or something.
Yoga is amazing. If you're able to do yoga, that's awesome. It doesn't even have to be as intense as that, though. It could just be some basic stretches, just keeping yourself loose and limber so the muscles don't really tighten up, and that's when you're going to really feel the soreness is when they tighten.
So rule of thumb, should I be stretching before and after cardio and weights or Zumba or anything I'm doing?
Yes.
Stretch before and after.
Great question, because a lot of people, I think, just believe one or the other is sufficient. I mean, you can get away with it, but it's not sustainable, and ideally it should be both before and after. The before is to prevent you from pulling something, the after is to prevent from the tightening of the muscle. So they serve different purposes with the timing of stretching, but in my opinion, both equally important.
Okay. Well, I want to say thank you. I appreciate you. When I was doing the app, you were like, you got this. And I talked to my 8-year-old today. I said, give me an affirmation. I'm going into the gym. He said, you got this.
Oh,
I was like,
awesome.
woo.
That is so cool.
And yesterday, my 10-year-old, he said, you are strong. I am strong. That's the affirmation for the day. So
you get that support system.
Yes,
that's
absolutely.
Awesome. That's key too. I mean, unfortunately, not everybody has that. So when you do have it, that's a blessing.
Yes.
It's amazing.
Yes.
So
Thank
good.
you.
I'm glad. That's cool.
All right. So we got to schedule the next one.